Okay, well, I'm just going to make this really quick video just to hopefully shortcut some of your assembly questions, because this is all new to you. What we were talking about before, this is an 8-inch whisk. They cost like $1.59, and that I was using with the bigger whisk, the 12-inch one. And basically the 8-inch whisk was the one that was picking up the higher channels, and the 12-inch was picking up the lower channels. And then all of a sudden I tried something and it worked even better. And what worked better is this. They're called mini whisks. And this one is actually a 9-inch one. If I put it right here, and I got it from the grocery store, it was a little more expensive. And the reason that it's working better is what I finally found out is that this was a little bit too round. And this gave you a better omnidirectional reception, even, and that was kind of a surprise to me. But these worked better. And what this is called, this whisk here, is the only one I found. They were like about $2.50 each. And being that it's a 9-inch, it's a much nicer combination. Before, I was having to buy what's in the grocery stores, which is either the 8-inch or the 12-inch, and try to make a happy average to get good reception across the entire band. But this is even a better deal, because 9 inches, of course, is right kind of more like in the middle of the band. So you don't need necessarily a bunch of other whisks, the 8s and the 12s. You can just completely wear, if you can find these, they will work much better than the two different sizes. And this one is called the Endurance Mini Whisk. I'm looking at the tag that's on it. And it's a 9-inch overall length, and it's 18/8 stainless steel, dishwasher safe, and it's made in China for RSVP International Incorporated in Seattle, Washington. So that's a 9-inch overall whisk, 18/8 stainless steel, and it's much smaller. The thing is much closer this way. So I'm actually going to be redoing a more complex video using this. I just don't know how readily available they are, but both the 8-inch, the 12-inch, and this 9-inch, this was in a different section of the grocery store, but they were all in our Publix grocery store, which is a big chain here. I don't think that's the same as the Publix out west, but anyhow, basically what I've been doing now is, I don't have one to show you because I've gone crazy and made so many different antennas, but the highest percentage, when you put the hole through these elements, you just basically do one element, let's see, like this. We'll call that one element. There's 3 of them. And then, the other one, of course, uses 3 more, and it would be attached on a single axis like that. So that's what is going to give you the absolute best performance yet. I have built so many different antennas in my experimentation. See if we can see this on my wall. You've got every sort of antenna. These also work quite nicely. These were from Walmart. This is using an egg beater. I'm sorry, a potato masher. And you take the handle off that potato masher. Let's see, I've kept this one kind of secret so far, but here's a picture of the potato masher with the handle on it. You take the handle off, and I've made a video but I haven't published it, and then of course I painted it, and you spread the elements apart a little bit. It worked really nicely, and there's just so many experiments that I've run on different shapes, and what I'm finding out is the shapes have to be relatively 8 or 9 inches for best performance, but the real technology, and this is what I want to go over with you, is in the amplifiers. Here's what I've discovered. The fancy big 150-mile range supposedly antennas use multiple elements. So they've got one element, and then 6 inches down or 8 inches down they've got another series of elements, and they stack these 4 and 5 high, and they don't seem to be any better for your 60 and 70 mile ranges than just a single point, meaning that these are all on one point here and these are all on one point there. I'm starting to think that either the TV signal is in the air or it's not. And when you have elements that are being stacked like that, they're not really working that much better than basically your single terminal element if you're using amplifiers on it. So here's what we do. We have the outdoor amplifier, which is this one. This one mounts right on the mast like that, and you keep that end down so it doesn't fill up with water. And it says on one side of it here, it says input. That's the side that gets attached to the little whisk, is the input. And then the output sends the signal down the wire. So basically you've got this connecting here, sorry, like that. That's on the input, and then those are connected like that on a little piece of PVC. So that's your input. And then this, you then buy your coaxial. Now you need to make sure you buy RG, well, this is RG59U, but what you really want to buy is RG6. That's the one that's really the right one for this type of thing. It looks the same, but it's RG6. So your RG6 wire has better shielding, doesn't lose as much. So then here on the output of the outside mast antenna, you connect, let's pretend that this is 25 feet long, and you connect that to something, the section that says output. And then this is the wire right here. The output is the output from your antenna to your television. So you get the right length of wire, figure out whether you need 25 feet or 50 feet or how many feet, and you connect them over towards your TV. And of course now the other end, 25 feet later, is here. And here's how you hook this up with 2 amplifiers. The outdoor amplifier I got from Walmart. It's $20. It works great. Okay, and the number on that one at Walmart is ONA 17CH003, or okay, and the inside amplifier is $14, the second amplifier, and the $14 amplifier gets mounted in the house. So that one is also from Walmart, and it is ONB 17CH001. And here's how you hook these amplifiers up. The wire comes into your house. What you need to do is at the end of that wire, this outdoor amplifier needs to have power coming to it. And it shoots the power right up the line that says output. So the power comes right up to the outside of the house. So inside of your house, when this line comes in your house, you connect up this. It comes with this one comes with the outdoor antenna, and it's called a power inserter. And hold on just a second, I'm going to stop this and I'll start it back up. Well, maybe I won't stop it. We'll get this all done at once. Okay, and here on one side it says antenna. So the power inserter gets connected to the wire first inside. As soon as your wire comes through into the house, the power inverter is there. So this power inverter then gets connected here, and it has a little power supply that gets plugged into your wall, and it plugs right in to the power inserter. And that all comes together, and then this is connected to the wire that goes all the way outside and comes into your mast antenna. Now, that'll work just like that, and then of course the other end says TV. You can connect this right to the back of the TV. And there's a single amplifier then. You want to amplify the signal right on the outside. You want your amplifier right where it's picking up the signal, so there's no line loss before it amplifies the signal. And then when I'm dealing with farther away stations, I use an indoor amplifier as well. So what I do here is on the power inserter where it says TV, you then take that and you put it right onto the section that says antenna. So this TV then has given the power up to the outside amplifier. It comes into the house. This is plugged into your wall. So it's shooting the power up to make the amplifier pick up outside. But then, if you had to use like 50 feet of wire or 25 feet of coaxial, the RG6, you might have lost some signal because of the length of wire that you're using. So you always want to get the shortest amount that you need, which is, by the time you go too high above your house, you're using so much wire, sometimes you're just not gaining anything. So I use the shortest possible piece of wire to get the amplified signal into the house. And then where this normally would be plugged into the back of your TV here, you then plug that into the antenna side, and it's marked antenna of the little amplifier that's going to be in the house. Okay, that one goes in like that. and then that one instead gets plugged into the TV. Now you have to use, if you're going to use this one, you have to have the power inserter between the indoor amplifier and outside. If you put the power inserter first and then try to do it the opposite way, where you do the power inserter and the indoor amplifier, you're going to not get any power up to the outdoor amp. So your outdoor amp comes down the line into the house and into the power inserter that was part of the package of the outdoor amp. And then you go to the indoor amplifier, and the indoor amplifier gets connected to your TV, and the indoor amplifier also has its own power supply that comes with it, and it gets plugged right in to the indoor amplifier. So this gets plugged in. So you're going to have one plug, indoor amplifier, right over to the television, and then the other side goes to what's the TV side of the power inserter that's inserting power to the outside amp. So this way you've got one amplifier getting the signal right away without losing any signal on any wire, because you've got it close to your you've got it on the mast, up on the rooftop. So that grabs that signal better than trying to send the signal all the way down into the house without amplifying it first. So first you amplify that signal, you send it down the wire into the antenna section of the power inserter, and then the other side says television. That one you connect it right into the indoor amplifier. Now you've taken, and the indoor amplifier, whatever came down through everything, is now being amplified again. And then that goes into your TV. So that is the two of them. Again, the indoor amplifier is part, let's see what that part number, I thought I saw it here. Yeah, ONB 17 CH001 from Walmart. And the outdoor amplifier is ONA 17 CH003. That gives you unbelievable steady reception. You'll probably do okay with just one outdoor amplifier, but if you have some of the TV signals that you like that seem to come and go, you'll do much better by adding an amplifier inside at the end of the wire. So you disconnect this from your television input and instead input it to one more amplifier, and then that amplifier like that, and then that amplifier gets put into your TV. So hopefully this clears up anything, and if you can find the 9-inch mini whisk, they even work even better. Like I say, I've been playing with these. Fortunately, I've got a good wife, so she puts up with me. And I'm going to put this up on the internet tonight so that maybe you can see it before you go grocery shopping or antenna whisk hunting tomorrow. Bye.